All right, what's going on, guys? I am here with
Michael State.
And Michael, what did you place?
I placed in top 32. I lost in top 32 due to a brick, but I mean, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't care.
Hey, but you did really good. What'd you play today?
I played Mekk-Knight Invoked.
Mekk-Knight Invoked, very good. You're playing some sauce, right?
Yeah, this deck's insane.
He's
You
playing
guys
the
are going to like
sauce.
this deck, yeah.
All right, and what's your team?
Titan Esports. I got
Titan
my teammate Marcus
Esports.
right here.
Marcus?
You know where they just...
Oh yeah, we got a profile from him.
What up, Marcus? That's how we got
These
to do it.
esports kids are too cute, man. So let's get into the profile. How about that?
All right. First, I want to shout out one of my best friends, Eden, for these insane tokens to the field center that I used for this weekend.
Eden, you rock, bro.
For real. We always got the swag on lock. All right, so playing an Invoke deck. We got to play 9 Alistairs, 3 Terraforming, and 3 Meltdown. You got to see this or else you lose. Every time I didn't see it, I lost but one game because of Scapegoat, and Scapegoat's just an insane card anyway. So yeah, but generally, see Alistair. Hopefully win the game. Alistair plus hand trap is insane. Then we played the Mech Knights, 3 purple, 3 blue, and 1 indigo. I didn't like red because it was a garnet going first, and it in order to set it up in a way for you to actually use its effect, it took a lot of effort, and I don't want my deck to essentially put itself just to pop one monster. I'm trying to kill them or control the game via Mekba, not pop with Red Moon.
Right.
But it did come up once, but that isn't good enough reason to play it.
Do you play Desires?
Yes.
So then why don't you? Why is 2 indigo not good?
Because again, this is like a garnet, but it's sort of needed because if you drop this turn 1, you have 2 searches.
Correct.
So you do this before Desires. You only Desires really if you have to. So that's that reasoning.
I just thought that if you had a second one, it might help for the OTK potential, but that doesn't affect it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really.
Okay.
This only is used once, but this purple's probably my favorite because it's Wind Up Rabbit and Factory in the same card.
Yes.
So it clears its zone out for another Mekk Knight. So you drop it, and you get a free body that comes back next turn, given that you survive.
Yes.
But you usually do most of the time because of Scapegoat and just Mekk shenanigans. But the Mekk Knights fulfill such a unique role in the Invoke deck because it provides beat sticks and lights, so it fulfills multi-purposes. These cards are just insane, regardless.
Very good.
It also punishes bad players for their zone placement, which is something the game has never seen before, which is why I, again, like this deck. It's very unique.
Yes.
And hand traps, 3 Ash. There was a lot of Draco, so this came up, and it's also mandatory because of the fire invoked. This card's just insane against the Draco deck in that aspect. 3 Ogre, best hand trap actually right now because it hits Electromite game. And also in that aspect, I played the Gamma package. You just gotta negate Electromite. And Omega comes up too. Shout out to the teammates again. They made me put Omega in my extra deck, and it came up a lot.
Okay, so how many of the activations were on your turn, and how many activations were on your opponent's turn?
About half and half. I resolved it 4 times each. So it was half and half. It was very versatile. I love this card. I would play it 100% going forward. And then 3 Droll. I decided not to play Valor because Valoring Electromite just doesn't do anything.
Doesn't solve the problem.
It still gives them 2 zones, and I don't want them to go off like that. It's insane.
They can still produce 2 negates through a Valor.
Valor, yeah.
Yes.
And they could just make another Electromite, or Dragon, and copy the Electromite. It's not good. So yeah, this is definitely the best ratio of hand traps.
Yeah, good hand trap lineup. I like it.
And then spells, 2 Invo. I can see me playing 3 in the future because if one gets buried and one gets Desires, it's hard for you to come back. But 2 is fine.
Happen?
It happened once, but I ended up winning that game because of Scapegoat. Scapegoat's just insane. I win a lot because of Scapegoat. That card's insane.
Okay.
But yeah, 2 Invos is fine. I might move it up to 3 in future testing, but you just need it. 3 Scapegoat. Bling ba. That's what you gotta say when you resolve this card. But yeah, this card is just insane. If it resolves after turn 1 and you make Saryuja, it's insane. Saryuja gives all your Mekk Knights boost. Anything you summon, it gives it a boost, which just beats over. It helps you beat over the dragon, and I don't know. There's so many cards, so many things to say about this card. It should not be at 3.
It's really
absolutely not. This should not be at 3 at all. Same with this. This should not be at 3 at all. It works so well with the Mekk Knights too, because you can just set it and then summon a Mekk Knight and then just flip the mind control and take their guy. I did that so much. This card is just insane. I definitely wouldn't play it anyways. 2 Desires.
Why not 3?
I am just not an advocate of 3. I know everybody will call me trash.
Me either.
But I am just not an advocate of 3. I never want to resolve 3, especially in this deck, because if you don't see Invocation and you banish one, it's rough. So I definitely only want to play 2. And then 2 Evenlies, because of the amount of Draco decks that were there. I felt like this was needed. It was subpar. I resolved it against 2 Draco opponents, and 2 Pendulum opponents. It was sort of underwhelming. I'd probably move to the side going forward. Yeah, it's still needed.
Okay, well, I mean, that's good.
41 card main.
41.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the extra deck, 3 Mekba. It comes up in the grind game. I see a lot of people only playing 2, but against the grindy decks like Draco, and sometimes in the mirror match, it comes up at 3, and like the deck is Mekba control basically with hand traps. So definitely 3 is needed, 100%. It does. I mean, I guess people play 2 because if I get cherries, but like put them on better habit, dog. That's essentially it. 1 Purgatrio. I see people playing 2 of it. You usually only use this for going for game, unless you get cherries in that essence. But
well, and if you clear the board, you should win against pendulums. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Like this is only used for games, so like more than one is not needed. I played this only because I played Droll. It came up once, but I'd probably not play it again. I'd only play it again if I played Instant Fusion. But yeah, this could come out. Wasn't really needed.
Are you thinking about moving Instant Fusion into the main?
It could. Joe's been my teammate Joe. He's been trying to get me on it. I probably could test it.
Evenly's out.
Yeah, Evenly's out. Yeah, so I'll try it eventually. This card came up a lot against the Draco deck.
Yes.
Because you bait out the Masterpiece pop, and if it's unaffected by spells, you just drop this, and then just attack over the Masterpiece, and they can't get over it because it's 32.
I am an advocate of Elysium.
This card came up a lot. I got hounded to play this in my deck, and it definitely came up. Yes, Elise, Marcus, especially Ed.
But you're playing Gamma. You have
yeah,
to.
I know. I honestly didn't want to play it because I didn't think it would come up as much, but definitely.
Is that your only synchro?
Definitely did. Yes, my only synchro.
Only synchro.
Only synchro, yeah. I actually summoned Blue Sky, summoned Gold Soger, and synchroed it into this 3 times. So it definitely came up. It won me a few games, absolutely. And then the links, Link Kuriboh, Link Spider for the Saryuja play, Underclock for comboing with Purgatrio and just dealing damage when you summon Mekba under it. Like, that's insane. Proxy didn't come up. It only came up once, but it's still needed.
It's good to force a light.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the only light, actually, Link monster that's in the deck. Nigrisu didn't come up, but you have to play it for the Scapegoat combo. No, I didn't play it. It did not come up. No.
Okay.
The draw, essentially, that combo got replaced with Saryuja, because Saryuja draws 4. This combo only drew 1, and it got rid of 1 card. Yeah, but like I'd rather draw 4 and fix my hand every time. So this card needs to get banned. Shout out to Patrick James. He's absolutely correct. This card absolutely needs to get banned. Konami, help. Decode. It comes up a lot because you mind control like an Electrum, summon Alistair, make this, and then you can make a Mekba, and also you can leave a Mekk Knight here and distribute it off if something targets, but that didn't come up, but it's still just a good card. It helps for game pushes. And then Borreload, of course, nothing to say about that. Extra Kaiju package. This I did not side against the Draco deck because it just doesn't do anything against a Majesty Maiden, and they most of the time make it against spells because of mind control. So that just doesn't do anything. This is against like the 60 card decks and Rogue.
Did you ever regret not having Dorrigan for like a fire target?
That could have came up. That could have came up because worst case scenario you can mind control it and link it away. Right. That's something I would probably do over this because you prioritize fire more than light.
Sure.
In most aspects, especially going second. So this could have definitely been to go ran, but these definitely came up against the Masterpiece decks. 2 Phosphodyna.
I saw that in Ed's deck as well.
Yeah, so in theory, this is against the mirror, because if you summon this, they have like no out.
There's no active out in the deck.
There's no way you can out it. You have to set Alistair and then tribute over for Blue Sky, essentially. But this card, I didn't play single mirror, which is unfortunate because this card would have blown them out. And also, you side 3 Chalice with it going first, so you can make a fusion potentially, and then just or if you summon this, and then they set card pass whatever, and then your turn you Chalice this and then go off, and then it reapplies the effect on their opponent's turn. So that was super cool. It didn't come up, but
it's like,
I wish it would have.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely.
It's very interesting.
Great. Shout out to one of my best friends, Julie, who lent me these. I wanted these French for a long time.
Julie?
Yes.
She sounds hot.
3 Cosmic for the Draco decks and the Pendulum decks whenever I chose to go first.
Yeah.
This is obviously mandatory. And also it's good against the mirror because you can set this, and if they stop you during their turn, when they set a card in this column, and it's generally a card they want to activate in the turn, you activate Cosmic, banish it, and now they have to set yet another, you have to summon 2 guys because you cleared out one of your zones and one of their zones. So it's definitely good in the mirror. And also hits invocation too, which is like insane. And then of course 3 barrier for when they make me go first.
Yeah. I do have a question now. When people side deck with this deck, it is tough to cut out of the main. Did you shave any of like the terraformings or the meltdowns at all?
I often cut out one terraforming. I cut out a scapegoat. The Evenlies came out most of the time against the better pendulum players because they'll just play around it. It's sort of easy to decide. Like if I'm going first, I cut out a blue sky because this is the obvious, generally the worst one going first.
Yeah.
Because it does not do anything.
Yeah, you don't need it at 3.
Yeah. I sat out the Evenlies. It's sort of easy to decide. It's just you got to know, you got to gauge how your opponent plays. Like this is a very technical deck. It's based off of mind games and everything like that. So, yeah.
I like that. Now, you got any shout-outs?
Definitely. Shout out to my brother Marcus who kept me in the tournament. I was gonna actually drop round 6, but I convinced me to keep going, and I ended up winning the next 4 rounds and topping.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to Julie for lending me the Fossadina. Shout out to my team, Titan Esports, sponsored by Mekk-Knights, best sponsors. Shout out to everybody who roomed with me: Elise, Ed, Cody, Blair, Marcus. Shout out to all the Floridians that kept me going. Definitely pushed me, motivated me to get this top, break my 1-year curse. I haven't topped it anything for like a year almost. It's bad.
But we know you're a good player. So
Thank you.
That's okay.
And shout out to my bling brother Joe. Love you, man. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Are we going to see you guys? We're going to see Titan Esports in Memphis.
Absolutely. I'm going to Memphis. I know a few of us are going to Memphis. Definitely going to New Jersey. I'm going to be going to every major event. Yeah.
All right. I appreciate your time, and we'll see you next time, guys.
Thank you.